Good day, everybody. Today we're going to be showing you how to play the game Monopoly Gamer Mario Kart. And we will go ahead and start with the differences between this and the regular game. And there are quite a few. First of all, you're not going to have any money in this game. Instead, you're going to be having coins, and you're going to be able to grab coins on the game board in a variety of ways. You're also going to have what are called bananas. And what bananas are going to do is they're going to force a player to stop on a space where this banana is. You'll also have character token abilities. As you see, we have 4 characters here. We've got Mario, Princess Peach, Toad, and Luigi, and each of them are going to have a couple of abilities on their card. There's a superstar ability and a power-up boost that each of them are going to have, which I'm going to go ahead and talk about in just a little bit. And then you also have what are called races, and the game is going to end once you get down to the very last race, which should be this one. And once this race is done, the game is going to end and everyone's going to go ahead and count up their points. Now, the object of the game is to have the most amount of points by the time the game ends. And the races have a bunch of points, and then there's also going to be property deeds here that also have points as well. Each of these properties has a different point value on it, and you're going to be adding these points at the end of the game. So the more properties you have, the more points you're going to have, and that's going to help you in your final tally. Now, in the very beginning, everyone's going to go ahead and start with 10 coins. All these here are properties. As you'll note that there are different color sets with each. This is a color set of light blue. This is a color set of brown, and each of them are going to have their own deed. Now, whenever you land on one of these, you're going to have a few options. If it is unowned, you will be able to purchase it. So let's say Princess Peach ended up landing here on Sweet Sweet Canyon. If it is unowned, she can simply purchase it, and all she would have to do is just pay this amount in coins, and she will be able to go ahead and purchase it. Now, if somebody ends up landing on this while she owns it, they're going to go ahead and pay her rent. So right now, if Mario were to land on that, she would end up paying Princess Peach 1. Now, if it turns out that Princess Peach actually owns both of the properties in that color group, she owns both of them, then the rent is going to go up. So if Mario were to land on this when Princess Peach had both of these, Mario would end up paying her 2. And the same goes with all of the other properties. Now, as you go around the board, the properties are going to get more expensive to purchase, but they're also going to allow you to collect more in rent. Bowser's Castle, for example, it costs 5 to purchase, but as you can see, the rent is 5 if someone lands on it. If you own both of them, then it is going to be 10. Now, interesting rule is if someone lands on your property and you don't ask them to pay rent, they're not going to have to pay you rent. Now, if it turns out you don't want to buy it or if you can't afford it, you can just simply put it up for auction. And what that simply means is the bidding will go ahead and start at 1 coin, and it can be raised by as little as 1 coin. And whoever is the highest bidder will win the auction, and the payment will go to the bank, and they will go ahead and receive that title deed. Now, if it turns out nobody wants it, then the property is just simply going to remain unowned. If you'd like to, you can go ahead and trade properties to try to get the different color groups and all those things. Okay, so let's go ahead and talk about the different board spaces on here. As you know, these are going to be the property spaces. This is what is called a boost space. If you land on this, this is going to allow you to roll the die, and you will just simply move that amount of spaces. So if Mario landed on the boost space and he rolled a 3 afterwards, he would just simply move that amount of spaces. Right over here is what is called an item box. If you land here, this is going to allow you to roll the numbered die, and you'll be able to collect that many coins from the bank. Now, the superstar space here is going to activate your character's unique superstar ability. For Mario, if you land on the superstar space, you'll collect 3 coins, then you'll roll the numbered die and move again, and then follow the rules of that space. With Luigi, if you land on it, you can move to the least expensive unowned property and buy it or auction it. And Princess Peach and Toad both have a certain ability as well. And we also have Thwomp over here. If you land on Thwomp, you're going to have to drop 2 of your coins from your collection over here onto the space. The just visiting space over here, you're just simply going to put your character here. The free parking, as in regular Monopoly, nothing is going to happen. Now, if you land on the go to jail space, once again, you're going to have to go to jail, and you're not going to be able to collect 2 coins for pass and go. You won't be able to collect any points that you pass or land on while you're on the way over here. If you want to get out of jail, you can just simply pay 5 coins to the bank before you roll the die, and then roll both and take your turn as normal. Or you can try to roll the number die on your next 2 turns and get a 6. If you do, you will be able to get out of jail. After 2 turns, you're not able to get the 6 on your 3rd turn. You'll just be able to get out of jail for free that way. Anytime you land on or pass go, you are going to go ahead and collect 2 coins, and you're also going to go ahead and trigger a race. And anybody that wants to be a part of the race will just simply pay this cost. And then what everyone's going to do is they're going to roll the die, and whoever gets the highest number is going to win the race, and they will go ahead and get this. Whoever's second will get this, and whoever's third will get get this. Now, if there is a tie, you'll just simply re-roll. Now, on your turn, you're going to roll both the movement die and this power die. There's a few different symbols. You have the turtle shell, you have the lightning bolt, you've got the spiked turtle shell, you've got the banana, and then you have the coins. Now, in regular play, if you roll the coins, you're going to collect 3 coins from the bank. If you roll the banana, you're going to be able to place a banana anywhere in your path to force a player to stop there. Now, basically, the way that would work is after Mario moves, if he were to roll a 4, after he had moved his 4 spaces, he would be able to drop a banana anywhere in his path up to 4. If you end up rolling the lightning bolt, all of the players are going to drop 1 coin onto the spot that they're at. Now, if you end up rolling the turtle shell, the next player on the board from your position is going to drop 3 coins onto their current space. If Luigi ended up rolling the turtle shell, next up would be Toad. So Toad would go ahead and drop 2 coins like that. Now, if you end up rolling a spiny shell, you'll be able to choose any player to drop 3 coins on their current space. So let's say I was Mario and I wanted Luigi to do it, so Luigi would go ahead and drop 3 coins onto his current space. Now, if you end up rolling these different symbols on the die for a particular character, you're going to activate their power-up boost. So if you roll the 3 coins on the power-up die for Mario, you will collect 3 coins, or you can add up to 3 spaces on your roll. For Luigi, if you roll the banana, you'll place a banana on one of your properties. And then once again, Princess Peach and Toad will also have specific abilities as well. Now, the deal with the coins is anytime you land on or pass a space that has coins on them, you're going to be able to collect them. So let's just say Mario was over here. Let's just say I happen to roll a 6. I would be able to go 1, 2, 3, take these coins, 4, 5, take these coins, and then land on boost like that. Now, you're not going to be able to collect the coins if you happen to be on a space and the coins show up afterwards. You're not going to be able to collect them that way. You're going to have to be able to pass them or land on them. Now, if you end up landing on a space that has a banana on it, you're going to stop and carry out the action of that space. So the smart thing to do is be able to put bananas on properties that you own, or maybe on a go to jail space if someone is close to it. Once the person lands on it and carries out the action, they'll be able to remove the banana and take it off. There is a strategy when it comes to figure out what die you want to use. You can either take this ability first, like with the green shell, or you can move first. So here would be a good example. Let's say Luigi was over here and he rolled this. Mario right now is right in front of him, and so Luigi can say, hey Mario, drop 3 coins in your space. So Mario will go ahead and do so. Then Luigi can move 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So he would end up getting the coins that Mario had just dropped, and he'd also get these coins too. Now you also have to be sure to get any coins that you pass, because if you forget, they're going to stay there. Now what happens if you end up running out of coins? Let's say Mario ends up rolling a spiked shell and tells Luigi, I want you to go ahead and drop 3 coins in the current space, but Luigi does not have 3 coins in his current space. What Luigi is then going to have to do, he is going to have to go ahead and sell any properties that he has back to the bank in order to get the coins. So for example, let's just say he happened to own Bowser's Castle, the rent is 5, he could go ahead and sell that back to the bank, get the 5 coins, and then go ahead and drop 3 of the coins back into there. Now, if it turns out that he doesn't have any properties and he has no coins, he's completely broke, Luigi in this case is not going to have to do anything. He already has it bad enough as it is. Now, whenever you get to the last race, this is going to be the last race. After you've done this race, the game is going to go ahead and end. And then what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and count up your points. So what you'll simply do, and let's just give you an example for points. You'll go ahead and add up your property cards. That's 30 points for that. That's 20 points for that. That's another 20. So let's just say he happened to have those. That would be 70 points. Then you'll go ahead and count up your Grand Prix racing cards. So let's just say this player happened to win 2 races. He gets 20 for this. He gets 30 for this. So this gives him another 50 points. So right now he's up to 120 points. He's also going to be able to count up his coins. For every 5 coins he has, it's going to be worth 10 points. So let's just say he happened to have 10 coins. This would be worth 20 more points. So everyone's going to go ahead and count up their points. And whoever has the most amount of points is going to win the game. And in case there's a tie, the person that has the most Grand Prix cards is going to win the game. And that, folks, is Monopoly Gamer Mario Kart.